Ladies and gentlemen, today's video we're going to take a look at the 2007 MacBook Pro, okay, and see how it performs in 2020. So yeah, you can see a wire there. The panel was switched. So first of all, we're gonna take a look at the ports. Of course, mine has a bit of body damage because it's old. So the MagSafe, USB, microphone, headphone, SD card reader. And on the other side, this thing is heavy, by the way. We got a Kingston lock, USB 2.0, Firewire, like two different types, Ethernet and DVI. And on the back, we have the humongous venting system that goes on the device. Overall, like the sturdiness of the device is amazing, and we have the battery on the bottom, which older Macs you could push this in and see how much battery it had, which is handy. But upgrades on this thing were difficult to do because, as you can see around the device, there is an absurd amount of screws. So let's open it up. You can open this device up with one hand, if you wanted to. You just push this little button here, it undoes the latches, and then you can lift it up. But mine's gonna slide because we're on a mat. Okay, it's a 15-inch panel, so it is. Keyboard is pretty average for a Mac. Nothing too fancy or special. Two speakers on the side. Classic design. Webcam right there. You could probably see. But if you look right there, there's a light sensor that's for lighting up the backlit keyboard. Keyboard's fine. It's decent, Trackpad's okay. Clicks here. I hit these types of mices. You have to click on these trackpads. Anyway, switch it on. It takes 20 seconds. It makes a noise because the hard drive, like the disk reader in the front, right there. This has a 120 gigabyte SSD in it right now. We'll get to the specs when we get in. Okay, I'm at 65%, so this simple stage is going to be quite simply done. macOS has loaded successfully up. Go up here to the Apple icon. Bite this Mac. So these are the specs. I had to cover my serial code. This is the last supported version of macOS, El Capitan, which is named after that mountain. As you can see, it's a MacBook Pro 15-inch with a boost clock of 2.4 gigahertz, but it's basically just a 2.2 gigahertz Intel Core 2 Duo, 4 gigs of 667 megahertz DDR2 RAM with a NVIDIA GeForce 600M GT 128 megabyte card. Now, storage-wise, we are rocking a yeah, it's gonna make that noise a bit. A Macintosh hard drive, basically 119.17 gigabytes. So exactly a 120 gigabyte SSD was installed. So we can close that up right now. We don't need that anymore. And you've come here to see one thing. I was gonna run CS:GO on this device, but realized the issues that would bring up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna test 3 games, and in future I'll do more. We're gonna run Minecraft Gary's Mod, and CS Source. So we're gonna start off with the simple one, Minecraft first. So basically we're gonna test these games, and then we're gonna test actual functionality of like office tasks and everyday tasks, because everyone wants to see the gaming first. So we're running Minecraft 9.4, which 1.9.4, which is using the Optifine. This is the last version of Minecraft that I played on it that's stable. Like we can upgrade this thing to 6 gigabytes RAM. I might do more modern Minecrafts better, but for now this is the best we can do. Go into single player, and I already made a world, but to test it out, so we're gonna delete that world. Speed this mouse up. Holy crap! Change the DPI on it here. We're gonna create a new world. It's gonna be creative because we want to see. We're not gonna put it on large biomes. We're just going to run it on default as you would, and load it up. The SSD really does help this laptop in 2020. I have the fans turned on low. I just realized. Just so they wouldn't be loud, because this laptop gets extremely loud. So it does. As you see, the chunks still have to load in. It's not looking too good for us. Okay. So before we go any further, we're actually just gonna quickly go here, and we're gonna turn this back to automatic. Go to options again, because you have to do this. Video, other. We're running it in 720, so that makes it faster than its default resolution. Okay. As you can see, on my end it's like 30 FPS. I'm recording in 60, so it's definitely weird looking. We'll fly up here and see how it loads in new chunks. It seems to be loading them in good. I would say Minecraft is quite playable. Even in survival mode, it's quite playable on this device. There's a bunch of cows. Let's open up this. So it says here we're getting about 50 to 40 FPS. That is very much playable. Which is surprising, you know, for a dual core CPU in 2020. That's pretty impressive, to say the least. So Minecraft is playable. Okay, the game is loaded. This is Gary's Mod. Go to start a new game. We're just gonna do a simple test. We'll load one of my favorite Counter-Strike maps, shall we? This is my favorite. Not sure if you can hear, but the fans are picking up a bit of speed. Machine's getting lighter. Which is just insane. Right. So this is Minecraft, or Minecraft, Gary's Mod. But 40, 50 region. But the fans are really picking up speed. You have the same results in Half-Life 2, so you would. So it's definitely interesting to see the device getting so loud and hot. the fans are at their max speed now, bruh. And I can't seem to close that gate. Okay. But yeah, that gives you an idea of performance. Even when you open the menu and walk, it's gonna be on lag spike. Still pretty playable though. It is playable multiplayer, but it'll lag more because of the add-ons. But definitely, yeah, still a very, playable experience. Especially, yeah, older titles like this are gonna run super smooth. And it's doing a pretty good job playing Garry's Mod. Yeah, with no issues. There's a car, boom, boom. Yeah, it's working perfectly fine. I don't see an issue with this game either. Okay, the last game test before we go over the functionality. We're gonna do a video card test on this game. Let me just pull up my settings I have set for this title. Native display, resolution advanced, everything on simple or low, except for model detail. And let's go to video test, begin test. Now this is where the SSD comes in handy and loads the maps pretty fast than its original hard drive would have had. Definitely gives it a couple of more years life. I do see stutters. A couple of stutters. Now this should in theory give us a decent result. Gordon Freeman there. Definitely stutters a bit. Noticeable ones, not like very big jittery ones, but just like quick millisecond ones. It's gonna stutter here for sure. This benchmark is quite intense on old systems. And now I cannot run Crysis because it's Mac OS, just so you know. Let's see what we get. Should be a decent FPS. Okay, we got 106 FPS. That's pretty good if you're a competitive gamer on Counter-Strike Source, for sure. But I did play Counter-Strike Go on this, which yielded pretty horrible FPS. To be honest with you, it gave me about 30 to 29 FPS. So not very playable at all. Now I will quit the game, and let's get into everyday tasks. It's been 2 minutes, and the fans have not stopped yet. But we're gonna get into the functionality. So the first thing we want to do is checking out software. We'll go to the Apple Store. And we'll take a little look at what software is available for this device still. So we'll just take a little look. Let's say, for instance, we wanted to, I don't know. Let's say if we were ever to get a Microsoft PowerPoint, right? It should say here, macOS 13 or later. Oops, we can't run that. Now, what were you expecting? A lot of software won't run in the system unless you do it free online Office. But there is a free Office alternative called Document Writer. So we load this up. This cheaper software. Which has the same features as Microsoft Office. It's an exact clone. We can just, I don't know, we'll just spam the keyboard. Yes, you can see it took a second to realize that we're typing. But let's say you wanted to take that random gibberish and you can turn it into a nice title, you know. Seems Microsoft, very much like Microsoft Office. Quit that. I don't see him. I downloaded Google Chrome. So let's pull that up into screen and let's just go to YouTube. Oh god, oops. No, we'll go to YouTube, okay? And it's pretty fast at Google searching, so it is. Sorry about my finger being there. It's pretty fast. Loading websites up, especially for some of the ages of the websites. So for instance, let's go for my channel right here, and let's try playing one of my videos. So I have the sound turned off, but we'll let's turn on the sound so you get an idea what the speakers sound like over this horrible fan sound. Oh no, you see that car right there? This is the car we're gonna be taking. We're gonna go give another player a nice hello. We're just gonna walk up to him and say hello with, and that's at 720p and 60 FPS. We'll try pulling that up into full screen. We'll just see how friendly some of the community of this game is. It does stutter. I do notice a bit of stutter. Let's get the copyright free music. And we will test the speakers to their max. YouTube ads, don't you just hit them? Yeah, don't you just hit YouTube ads? Okay, it does pretty good. It sounds good. So what would I say for functionality? I would say this laptop would be directed towards kids, like, or even college students that want to have a little bit of fun gaming, but definitely towards a younger kid, maybe this laptop would be perfect for, or if you're to manage to get some older version of your software running on this system, you would definitely be in for a ride. But overall, when I think of this device, I think it's okay. I'm not a fan of Macs, never was. But if you're on a very low budget and you just want a basic laptop to do your schoolwork and stuff, you'll have to do it through Chrome though. Which is like an over-glorified netbook. But yeah, it'll do the job. This was the 15-inch. There is a 15-inch. This is the 15-inch, but there's a 17-inch of this machine, which is too big, and I will never get. But it has a 228 megabyte card rather than the 128. But anyway, guys, this was the MacBook Pro. I hate it. Apple, screw you.